Let's understand these three things to hit your next level income. From 2019 going into 2020, I 10x my income because I understood these three really powerful things. And what I want you to understand is that you are your source of income, period. You are the universe, you are the source of income, and you can create every single dollar that you desire on this planet because it's already here. But I want you to understand these three things today that I'm going to talk about. If you're new here, though, my name is Lindsay Hudson. I'm an online business coach, and I primarily work with coaches and service providers and course creators to generate leads on autopilot and really specifically help women step into their seven-figure upgrade. That's our long-term play. So when I think about that whole like ideology of stepping into your seven-figure upgrade, it's not just about the money, it's about your identity and who you're being. And when I figured this out, like I said, when I figured these three things out, when I first launched my coaching business at the end of 2019, going into 2020, I 10x my income in 1 year. And it's profound what I was able to do when I cracked this code. So, what I need you guys to understand, number one, is that where opportunity lands, you also need to land. We right now are in the sea of opportunity, especially going into 2025. Okay. There has never been an easier time in this planet to make money. There's never been an easier time, right? Our parents, our grandparents' parents, right? Like they had to make money off of their labor, right? They had to labor all day, every day, like heavy labor. At least I know my ancestors had to do a lot of heavy labor, and a lot of yours probably did too, right? And when I look at how much opportunity we have right now to make money from literally our phones, it's literally insane to me, like literally absolutely insane. There's so much money that we can create and we can make. And it starts off by like having that commitment to yourself that no matter what, you're going to do it. It's so easy, you guys, to just give up. It's so easy to walk away. It's so easy to sit on the sidelines and watch everybody else be successful but yourself. But when in reality, right, we have to ask ourselves the question, how bad do I really want it? Because it's not that the opportunity is not there. It's not that it's not present. It's not that it's not available to you. Because if you're watching this video right now, you found it for a reason. So when I think about every single dollar and every amount of money that you want to create, it's all about seizing the opportunity. You don't want to be that person, right? That's like, well, wish I coulda, shoulda, woulda. You don't want to be that person. I think about specifically, right? Not that I was able to buy a house in like the 1980s or the 1990s. I wasn't even born in the 80s yet. But like I think about all the people that are like, man, well, it must have been nice, right? You ever hear people like that? They're like, it must have been nice, right? But here's my thought, right? It must have been nice. And right, every generation has that must have been nice. So maybe for our parents, it was like buying a home, right? Or maybe back in the, the 2008, 2009 crash, it was investing in real estate and properties. But like when we think about 2024, 2025, 2026, right, it's a land of opportunity. It's a land of capturing attention, because I can promise you the person that can capture the most attention is going to win this game, right? All life is a big game, and I think a lot of us are looking for outside sources to tell us what to do, how to do it. But when we really like open our eyes at the very beginning of the day, and we have that like that small pulse in our heart and that belief in our mind, the first belief, the first pulse in our heart, what is it that you really want? What is it that you really want to do? I want you to get really clear on that, because at the end of the day, that is your truth. That is your purpose. I think we spend so much time in life trying to figure out our purpose and trying to figure out what are we meant to do. And in reality, we've already been told it many, many eons ago, but we're not listening because we want to have that secure job, or we want to wake up with that safety net, or we want to stay with the partner because we don't want to be alone, or we stay in the 9 to 5 job that gives us benefits, or what have you. But when you look back at your life 3, 4, 5, 10 years ago, like, are you even a different person? Right. And it's all boils down to you seizing the opportunity that's in front of you. Because here's the thing, the doors are already open. The doors are already open. You already know exactly what you want to do. You know exactly how to do it. You may not fully have the how, but I can guarantee you there's somebody out there that's already doing what you want to do. You are no different than Jeff Bezos or Kim Kardashian or whomever. I know that maybe not be the best reference, but like I actually really respect Kim as a business owner. So, don't come in my comments being a hater, but like you are no different, right? You are no different than the Amy Porterfield. You are no different. You're no different than me. We all have blood in our veins and breath in our lungs. There's nothing that makes me any more different than you. I just decided to go for it, right? And the people that are ahead of me, I'm like, I'm only 31 at the time of this filming this video. Like I got plenty of decades and years on a lot of these people that I'm like, I'm literally like, I'm about it. I'm going for it. I'm not going to wake up anymore living a life of mediocrity. So many people have just taken the choice of mediocrity as their only option. When in reality, like when you really get real with yourself, like, is that really how you want to be living your life? Is that really how you want to show up for your family or your kids or your partner or your spouse? Is that really the person that you want to be? Or is the person that you want to be the person that gets up and honors their commitments, the person that doesn't snooze their alarm every day, the person that honors their body and their health, the person that gets support and invests in mentorship? I know the first time I invested in a coach, right? Not the first time, but well, the first time I invested in a coach, like it was $3,000 that I did not have, but I figured it out. Right. I know the next couple times I invested in a coach, like it wasn't necessarily comfortable, but I did it anyway. I remember my first big investment was $24,000 in a business coach, and I was so freaking scared out of my mind. But I realized that, like, if I don't take this opportunity, it's going to pass by me and it's going to go to the next person. And then I'm going to be salty as hell, sitting on the sidelines, wondering why the hell I wasn't winning, when in reality I had every opportunity to win, but I decided to not take it. So we all are presented with choices, you guys, every single day. We are all presented with opportunity. But when we forget to believe in ourselves and we forget who the hell we are, society defines us. And I don't want that to be you. Okay. So you've got to look at the opportunity as opportunity. And so many of us are so scared to make mistakes that we never get out of our comfortable bubble, right? Which is actually not really comfortable, because if we really look at it, that's not the person that we're meant to be. Like, I just don't believe, right, that God, universe, whatever you believe in, put us here just to keep us here, right? Stuck in a lack mindset, working a job that we hate, just at barely enough or just making enough, but not really living out our full dreams and really living out our full capacity, right? We have to make mistakes to grow, you guys. We have to. So I want to encourage you right now that, like, there's probably going to be a million and one different opportunities that come your way. You have to decide to just take action today and not stop. You have to get up on that bike and keep riding. Okay. And along with the opportunity, what I need you also to understand is that with opportunity, when it presents itself, it presents you to learn skills. Skills are what's going to take you there and not keep you here. Skills is what's going to separate you from the person that's been in the industry for 10 years, that's still at 10K a month or 5K a month or 20K a month, and it's going to skyrocket to whatever next income level that you want, right? And skills are what's going to allow you to stand out in a saturated marketplace or a competitive marketplace. The skills like learning how to run ads, skills learning how to write copy, skills learning how to make offers. Those are fundamental skills no matter where you're at in business and no matter what you do in business, that are going to take you to the next level, right? There's some basic skills that everybody should know: copywriting, ads, emails, sales conversion, social media, basic digital marketing skills. You should know that if you're in the business of serving people, right? Because at the end of the day, in order for you to get to your people, you have to speak in their language. You have to speak in the way that they understand you, right? So when we think about skills, it's not just enough to have gotten a college degree. I think that was probably like one of my mindsets when I first started, was like, oh my gosh, I have a college degree. I should just automatically be accepted and people should buy from me. Wrong. That's an entitlement mindset. Like, get the hell off the horse. Okay. If you're going to continue to have that mindset, because it's not going to help you. Right. So when I released that and realized that, like, I'm like a freshman again, when I started this online business, I was a freshman, like fresh fish. Okay. I was a fresh fish. But as I've gotten to learn and grow, right, I've invested in courses and invested in mentorship and watched hours and hours and hours of YouTube videos and podcasts. I have built up this self-belief. I've built up the skill and the muscle of emotional intelligence, knowing what's good for me, what's not good for me, discernment, understanding how to have conversations, understanding that, being mighty in the mundane is what's actually going to take me to the next level. And furthermore, understanding that the skills that I have, nobody can ever take away from me. That the skills that I have are monetizable and I'm getting paid to exist as I am. As I learn more, I get paid more. And that's the beauty of, like, being in this online space, is that, like, I don't know what other opportunities are ever going to be, but, like, the fact that I get to seize this now because of the skills that I've learned from investing in also free, like, get out of here. Like, the sky really is a limit. Right. And when we learn these skills and when we get in the room, which is my third piece of, like, understanding on how you can make as much money as you ever want to make, is when you get in the room around people that are not just smarter than you, that are making more money than you, that are more emotionally intelligent than you, that have more life experience than you, life starts to get really good. I know for me, I would have never been where I'm at if I didn't take those big leaps and make those big, scary investments to get in the room with people that knew what the hell they were doing way more than I did, right? Because it almost forces you to level up. It does. It forces you to level up because you don't want to be the dumbest in the room. You don't want to be the most, least experienced in the room. So when you get in the room and you create the room, whether you create the room or you get in the room, that's going to force you by default, because you're going to feel uncomfortable. You're going to feel uncomfortable in a room with people that are making 10x more than you or 5x more than you. I know I did. I was like, y'all doing, at the time, I think I was doing like 20, 30K months. I was like, y'all doing 100K months. What the actual hell? Like, I need to step it up. Right. And these people looked mostly relaxed, living a good life, on vacations all the time. I was like, these are the people that I want to be like. Right. I think so often we're so worried about what our friends, their family, or people that we don't even know on the internet care about us, when in reality, we just need to put our asses in the room that are actually going to make a damn difference for not just right now, but for the future. So for me, I'm on a mission to help all women step into their 7-figure upgrade, because I know when we have money, we have choices, and when we have choices, we have power, and we have power, we can change the world. You can't change the world sitting in the corner of your room with the blinds shut. You change the world by getting in the room. You change the world by learning more skills. You change the world by seizing the opportunity as it comes, right? You don't want to be that person at the end of your life being like, I wish I would have, or I regret not doing XYZ. I would hate that for you. I personally have seen so much death in my life. My dad passed away, my stepdad passed away, my aunt, my uncle, like my mom, out of, I think, is it 9 or 10 something siblings, she's the last one left. And I'm just like, damn, like none of them got to actually fulfill the life of their dreams. None of them, because they didn't have the opportunity and they were in certain circumstances that necessarily didn't allow them. But I know now, looking back at all that, I just can't wake up and continue to live a mediocre life. There's things that I'm actively working on right now in my life, continuing to focus on my health, growing my business, right? Becoming a better leader, being more consistent, using more discernment, like growing my partnership with the love of my life. Like there's so many different things I'm working on. And I refuse to wake up the same woman that I was yesterday, today, right? So at some point, you have to stop negotiating with your dreams, period. Too often, and Layla Hormozi says that, she's like, F your feelings, follow the plan. And that's been what's driven me to go from $0 in revenue in this business over 2 million in just a few years, right? It wasn't by luck, it wasn't by chance, it was by pure dedication, blood, sweat, and tears. And I even look back and I'm like, damn, there's so many more things I could have been doing, but I'm not going to beat myself up on that. I'm going to say, okay, bet, like I'm coming for it all, mother freaking period. I'm coming for it. And I'm coming from everybody in my way. I'm coming for it. So you've just got to reel it in, you guys, and realize that like you negotiating with your dreams is playing with somebody else's destiny. Because at the end of the day, if your goal is to serve people, coach people, mentor people, sell your expertise and your knowledge, and you're playing around, you're playing with their destiny. So if I can leave you with anything on this video, is that you got to get in the room. You've got to get with people that know more than you. You've got to get with people that are ahead of you so that you can catch up and hopefully surpass them, right? Community over competition, right? And that's what here in Austin, Texas, where I live right now, like that's what I'm focused on, building community here more than ever, building community online and offline, creating the spaces that I didn't have. Right. So for you, if you're like, damn, I don't know a room that works for me, come over here, you guys. Come over here, get in the room, get the knowledge, get the expertise, and learn that you are that girl. You are that man. You are that woman. You are that person. You can create any reality that you want. Right. When we think about the person that, when we think about the person that invented airplanes, like the ability to create the airplane, the material was already here. The knowledge was already here. It was already on planet Earth. It just had to come together in the most divine timing. So if you found this video today, like you are in divine timing, you are walking in alignment with your purpose. You know that the calling in your life is bigger than what you've been doing right now. And now you are left with a decision. So I can leave you with anything right now. Ask yourself, what do I really freaking want? And what do I have to perhaps sacrifice to get there? Right? Maybe it's saying no to the barbecues. Maybe it's saying no to brunch every Sunday and you only go every other Sunday. Maybe it's, hey, like that food that I've been eating is not serving my highest purpose, right? Whatever that means, maybe me being inconsistent and complaining and having a bad attitude, right? Get honest with yourself. Maybe that's just the person I'm not going to be anymore. It's a simple decision, you guys. I think sometimes we wait too long. We take too much time. And then we look at these opportunities and they pass us by. Right now, today, in this very moment with this breath, You get to make a change in your life starting right now. You don't need anything else outside of you but yourself to make that decision. So the question that I want to leave you with today on this video is, what do you really want? Despite what anybody else has to say about it. And I want you to fight like hell to go get it, because your dreams are not up for discussion and your destiny is not up for play, right? Because when we walk in alignment with our purpose and our passions, we help everybody else around us, and everything we touch multiplies. Okay. So I hope you found this video really valuable. Please give me a subscribe if you like this type of content. And if your goal is to 5x, 10x your business and your income in the next 12 months, it starts with you making decisions today that benefit you tomorrow and the next day, because it's a compound effect. What you believe today and think today and take action on today is what's going to get you to that next level tomorrow, over and over again. So get focused. Stop negotiating with yourself. Your goals are not up for negotiation. They're not. F your feelings, follow the plan, as Layla Hormozi says, and get with it, because you deserve it. Out of anybody, you deserve it. And nobody's coming to save you. So go do it your damn self. All right. I hope you love this video. Give me a like, give me a comment. Definitely hit the subscribe button. And let's step into your 7-figure upgrade. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.